Marky Freeman here with PGC Basketball. Today we're going to break down what it means to be a great ball handler versus a good dribbler. A good dribbler are those players that can do a bunch of tricks with the basketball. That often means that they're taking a bunch of east to west dribbles and they struggle getting their shoulders downhill. These are also players that can do a bunch of tricks with the basketball and other drills with maybe 3 or 4 basketball that doesn't always apply to the game of basketball. It doesn't teach them how to make good decisions. It doesn't teach them how to get by their defender and attack with contact. Today we're going to break down what it means to be a great ball handler. And when I think of great ball handlers, I think of individuals like Kyrie Irving or Russell Westbrook or Amaya Moore. We're going to break down the 5 things that each of these great ball handlers do to be successful in gameplay. The first skill that great ball handlers have is the ability to control their defender. In order to control your defender, you have to be able to play with speed through contact while maintaining vision. This allows the great ball handlers to be able to get to where they want whenever they want to on the floor. The second skill. The second thing that great ball handlers do is they avoid useless dribbles. These are lazy, go-nowhere, inefficient dribbles that allows good defenders to guard you in space and makes it very hard for you to make good decisions. The third skill that great ball handlers have is the ability to handle pressure. In high-pressure situations, average ball handlers, they usually play east to west again, or they're taking their dribbles are taking them away from the basket. Great playmakers have the ability to handle pressure with poise and control and vision. Again, getting their shoulders by their defender as soon as possible on their line of attack so they're able to create plays for themselves or their teammates. The next skill that great ball handlers have is the ability to read their defense. By reading their defense, they can put themselves in a position to score or put their teammates in a position to score. What are we reading? Against our first line of defense, we're reading chest or shoulder. Anytime we see shoulder, arm, hip, or foot on our line of attack, that means go. You beat that defender, you maintain that advantage, go and score for yourselves or create an opportunity for your teammates. But what happens if we see chest? If we see chest on that first line of defense, that means counter. That's going to be a move going to our less dominant hand, again, creating that shoulder read that we need to get on our line of attack and create an advantage opportunity. Now what happens versus that second line of defense? The same reads are made. Anytime we see chest on our line of attack, it's simple. Great ball handlers, you don't have to beat 2. You've engaged that second defender, now it's time to make a decision. You make that pass, you get it to the open teammate. What if we see shoulder or anything less than chest? That means go. Get the bucket. The next skill that great ball handlers have is the ability to be successful with a limited amount of time, a limited amount of dribbles, and a limited amount of space. A limited amount of time. What I learned playing at the professional level is that those opportunities to make plays come a lot less. Players are a lot bigger, and you have to be able to score in a limited amount of time on that closeout. You have to be able to make the right decision. The next thing is a limited amount of dribbles. The quickest way from A to B is in a straight line. The average player has a habit of taking the scenic route, also known as a banana drive to the basket. And what this allows is help defenders to come into the play. You want to make sure that you work with a limited amount of dribbles, getting your shoulders on your line of attack, eliminating that help defender. And third, they're able to work in a limited amount of space. By working in a limited amount of space, you create long closeouts for help defenders, and you know what that means? Buckets. Again, I'm Marky Freeman with PGC Basketball. If this video helped you, like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on pgcbasketball.com for a 4-on-1 camp experience.